attack because you are not updating your system, because the systems are not as per the plan, as per this quality and guidelines are those things, correct? This is called legal issues. You have to face legal issues so widely around the world. And last, data breaches. Definitely, if someone is attacking the system, they will not get only the money. They will really threat, they will capture your data as well. Data is personal data, personal information, data regarding your clients and customers, but you employees, they definitely get that data. They might use that data for any future benefits, correct? So these are the four major impacts about cyber attacks. Any question or anyone wants to add anything on particular topic? Can I take it as a no?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you so much. The next is cybersecurity frameworks. Yes, we know that around the world, anyone can attack anyone else using the cyber attacks, right? So, to prevent from the cyber attacks, we have put frameworks for it. When you see the framework means the way how we can work on particular things. That's called framework. Frameworks give you the path. Make sure that you're secure from all the times. Okay, so there are three major frameworks for the cybersecurity. First, NIST, NIST cybersecurity frameworks, developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, called the NIST. This framework provides the guidance for organizations access and improve their cybersecurity postures. That means if you follow their framework, if you follow the set of rules, regulations, guidelines, you can protect your infrastructure, you can protect your organization as well. Second, ISO. ISO stands for International Organizational Standardizations. Okay, and 27001 is a code for information security. And cyber threat, cyber attack, cyber security comes under the information security. Okay, so when you go to ISO says an international standard for organization security management systems, because ISMS is outlining best practices for securing the information assets. This is when you do the ISO for any organizations. If organization gets certified for the ISO certificate, the auditors mostly check system, set of rules, what kind of infrastructure you do. And to protect the infrastructure, what kind of set of rules, regulation, policies you are following. That comes under ISO 2700. Last and important is CIS control, developed by the Center of Internet Security. Why Internet Security? Because each and everything which coming inside your organization, inside devices by the internet, by the network, correct? That's why the CIS is there. These are a set of prioritized actions to protect organizations against cyber attacks, cyber threats we have. So these are the three major frameworks for the cyber security. Any questions guys on this?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's take the key components of cyber security. First, network security. As I said earlier, you need to protect your network from each and everything. But networks including firewall, instruction devices, prevention systems and VPNs. Right? When you start working for an organization, so if you ask organization, I want to do the work from home, if you are doing remotely, the organizations provide you the VPN security. So whenever you're trying to enter to the organization network, you are trying to enter to the VPN, to the secure network. Okay, and all the times, whenever any infrastructure, any organization using the internet, so network security, they always first priority, they install a firewall on the infrastructure. Yes? Anyone saying something?
Yes, so your video is not visible.
Okay, just like give me a moment.
And so we will have question and answer round at the end of the session.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just surrounding. Am I visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, we are discussing about the key components of cybersecurity. First is network. Second, endpoint. Endpoint is production of individual devices such as computers, smartphones, tablets from cyber threats. As I said, if you're going work from home, or if you have any your devices with you, do not connect your devices to any unsecure network. You do not download any unauthorized networks or unauthorized softwares or hardwares or any unauthorized tools which can install in the system. Do not download it. You all kind of systems all time secure with updated antivirus software. Endpoint security means which is security which should be taken care by the end user. End user is you all, correct? What kind of steps you should take from your end to make sure that your security infrastructure is all the get secure. Sorry. Third, application security. Secure design, development, and testing of software application to prevent vulnerabilities and mitigate the risk of explosions. That means, sorry, just whatever application you have, whatever application you own, might be your client's own, organization own, it should be completed the all the vulnerability and risk mitigation test. So whenever you have any application have the good amount of secure files, they have secure from each and every network. Also they have the good policy, password policy as well. When as you can say the password policy, there are single password policy, then you can use OTP platform as well, right? You can use a two-way authentication factor as well for any applications. Fourth, data security. Measures to protect the data at risk, in transit and in use, including the encryptions, access control, data loss prevention, the DLP solutions, right? Whenever you have data and you're working particular data, you gain some information. Whenever you are transit, that means you are sharing data from one location to another location, one person to another person. Make sure you are sharing the data with the secure person, the authorized persons. Okay, if you share any private, confidential data, unsecure person or unauthorized person, that times you lose your data. Let's take an example. If we are having some discussions, I'm sending you what kind of data to work on. Okay, and after that you send the data to a particular client. Instead of sending that particular data to the client, you share data to someone else. Definitely client customer or organization data can leak to third person or third party. And if that third party, that person, that misuse that data, then is a huge impact on organizations or our business. So data security is most important one. Last, identity and access management. Process and technologies to manage their identity and control accesses to reduce, including multi-factor authentication, as I said, single sign or SSO certifications and privileged access management. Inside the organization, we so much important to the SSO, MFA and PAN. PAN, privileged access management. When you say privileged access which is provided to the senior organization or someone who is an application owner, software owner, or server owner. Right? For example, I have the server management team, network management team. That doesn't mean each of them have the same access. I manage the persons who have access. I can manage each and every access. Someone having only read access, they can only read whatever data is on server. Someone have access to manage the server. Someone have access to install any files, install any antivirus for the system or decommission of a server. Or the person who have the complete access, who can manage access, that's called privileged access manager. That person is the admin of particular server, particular network. It's called admin access. So whenever we provide any admin access to a particular person, we make sure that a person is secure. Person is not from any organization. That person is completely liable to your organization. When we call about SSO, single sign-on, we have certificates where we need to install a secure certificate in our systems, which make sure that the person who is entering, accessing the tool, secure person, that person is from your organizations, or from your colleagues and a part of the program, then only the SSL certification allow you to enter to your own tools. Okay, and multi-factor authentications is a simple one. Just if we want to take an example about the MFA, for example, you have a bank account, you're using the online banking services. While you enter your credentials, for example, your account ID, you enter the passwords. Whatever things on you comes in mobile, that's called OTP, one-time password. That's called multi-factor authentication. You have your access credentials, ID and password. Apart from that, if you want to enter another thing, that was MFA, multi-factor authentication. Nowadays, each and everything is following multi-factor. Your WhatsApp as well. When you enter into the WhatsApp, when you log in WhatsApp also have the facility of MFA. Right? So these are the major key components of cyber security. Let's go to the next. Next is best practices for cyber security. What are the best practices followed around the world, and you need to be secure. You also follow the same practices to make sure that your infrastructure, you are also secure with cyber security. First, regular software updates. Nowadays, your application, whatever application you mobiles, get a features, new updates all the time. That if you got updates within a good period of time, within a short period of time, that will make application get changed. They might update the security patches, important patches which make sure that your application is secure. You need to update your mobile phones, laptops, or infrastructure, your networks all the time. Because they will get updated with the new patches, new variants of cyber security patches. Second, strong password policies. Strong, you can, if you don't have the policy, you can you can set up a policy for yourself as well. For example, you have Gmail password or Gmail account, and some people do not change their password for so many years. They only change the password if they forget their passwords. They use a good functions or forget password, and in that function they change their password. It's a completely wrong activity. If you have any kind of accounts here, you have set a password of a particular thing. Within 90 days of span, within 3 months, you change your passwords on. And while setting password, take a filter. It should be uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters as well. Okay? You're changing the password time to time, and you're not sharing the credentials with anyone else. Not your friends, family, colleagues, no one. You cannot share your passwords, your credentials with no one. This is how you can set up a strong password mechanism. Second, employer training awareness. Your employees, your deliverables, your colleagues, your students should be aware about all kind of security policies which we have. We are shared, we provide them training as well, as well as we do training, and awareness as well. Awareness, that means if right now you do training, after a few good period of time, after a few months, you might forget everything. So we'll give the awareness part as well. In awareness, we may see the refresher training. We will provide them some online assessment after some good period of time. That comes under training and awareness. Second, data encryptions. Whenever you say data encryption, make sure that data is not leaked somewhere else, and you are sending data from one location to another location. The data is safe and secure. So if anyone got a data, that person not able to read your data should be secure. And last, important, incident response planning. Including what's incident is anything that's happened, anything that's impacted the system, system get down, system get blocked somehow. Incident gateways. The TMO management is called incident management. Incident response planning is important here, because whenever the incident raise particular system of a particular planning, a particular thing, incident management team should be comes in a picture and priority. They work on incident, they close the incident as soon as possible, and they also they work on prevention plan as well. So that whatever incidents completed right now, that it's a won't get impacted again our business. That's called incident response planning. So the team responds on time, they close the incidents on time, they close the segment, they resolve the issue on time. Also they work on prevention plan. So in future, the systems not get impacted or affected on this kind of scenarios. That's called the best practices for cyber security. Case study. Talk about the case study. I like to take a simple case study. what the cost of bank. Yeah, if we learn this case study, we can learn so many things when we discuss about if there's any impact, any threats on particular bank, right, or particular organization, right? So we talk about bank. So as I said earlier, within 8 hours of span, from using n number of different, they create the clone of a debit card. I hope you understand the clone. They created dummy or fake debit cards of a customers. Somehow, customers' debit card data get leaked to somewhere else. Some attackers receive that kind of data. They create the clone of a debit card, and using that, they completed transactions from within the India, from outside the India, using 28 countries using the SWIFT facility as well. They extracted transactions, they complete transactions of around 94 crores within 8 hours of time. And bank is not aware of particular things. When next day, each and every user logged in, that time they get to know that this malware attack is impacted the financial, their reputational from each and every user. It's called the case study. You know why case study is important? While you're working on a case study, you will get to know new things, new ways of cyber attacks for all the time. Right now, we're discussing about the financial losses that might happen with the business losses as well. Somehow there are some other kinds of trades you get to learn on, and you learn on the preventive. If you get to learn on the attacks, you definitely learn on prevention lines that how that particular organization come out with the situation, how they tackle the situation. This is called a case study. So all the time, you can have good time. I request you to open the Google and work to check the case studies which we have. You will get a good amount of case studies. You actually get a good amount of case studies from the police verification portal as well. So I request you very time just go Google it and learn the new things about the cyber security, cyber attacks as a part of case study. The cyber security regulations and compliance. Yeah, as we previously learned about, get to know about the frameworks. Right now, it's some of the regulation compliance which we have. And these all are internationally and globally followed rules and regulation compliances. First, GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations. European Union regulation designed to protect of privacy and personal data of EU citizens with the strict requirements of a data protection, police notification, for your information, nowadays, Indian organizations and Indian government also pushing each and every organization to follow the GDPR. What GDPR says, if you have any PII, personal information of your customers, clients, or anyone, what's important, you cannot store this kind of information on your internal infrastructure. You cannot discuss any information outside the organizations, and also you cannot send any personal information, any privacy information stored outside the organization, outside the party. If I'm working for the organization, I can only store their